What's going on, guys? It's Metsu here, and welcome to some Drawn to Death. In order for us to continue, I'm gonna need you all to ignore your teachers, pull out your phones, and pay attention to this character guide. For today's lesson, we're gonna be covering Cyborgula. So, let's get right into it. Cyborgula has 3 abilities at his disposal, along with 2 perks. One allowing him to see Alan while he's invisible, and the other is a timed self-destruct sequence that activates upon his health reaching 0%. The first ability is Swarm of Darkness. This ability allows Cyborgula to spin through his enemies up to 3 times, doing big damage. The first hit does 40, the second hit does 60, and then the third hit does 80. The second ability is Bloodseekers. Now this ability transforms Cyborgula's head into a heat-seeking device in which it sends out many explosive robotic bats towards the enemy. Now the longer you can continue scanning the enemy results in more bats being readied up. You can see the amount of bats being readied up by looking at the amount of lights that are lit up at the back of Cyborgula's head. Okay, now that we covered the abilities, let's flip the page to the character stats. Alright, so looking at the first ability, Swarm of Darkness does 40 plus damage. The reason why I labeled it 40 plus is because it's not guaranteed that you're going to land all 3 hits, but there is potential. So keep in mind that the second hit does 60 damage and the third hit does 80 damage. Looking at the second ability, Bloodseekers, each individual bat does 7 damage. Alright, last but not least, reading what the frog has to say. He says, use your Swarm of Darkness, I'm sure they won't be expecting it. So, as you're getting in the groove of playing as Cyborgula, if you can press circle and then R2 right after you aim at them, then they won't have really much time to react. All for the prior fact that, look at Diabla. When she throws out her hat, you can see where her hat is going to come back at just because you can see the arrows in which the direction is going to go. Same goes for Cyborgula. If you press circle to activate Swarm of Darkness and you're just looking around, everybody's going to see a couple of arrows pointing in their direction or in someone else's direction. So the faster that you can activate Swarm of Darkness and press R2 right after, then they won't have a chance to say, oh snap, he's about to hit me with a Swarm of Darkness, just because, you know, they'll already be getting hit. Alright, to finish up, let's look at some useful notes. The first thing jotted down in the notebook is that we are able to fly in the air for a total of 8 times before falling. So when you're using your flying ability in the air and you have full barf meter, then just know that, okay, I flew 8 times, so I'm about to fall. The second note is that it's much easier to load up Bloodseekers at a distance. If you're up close, you guys already know the mobility in this game, so it's kind of hard to keep track of people. But if you're really far away, that makes them smaller in the distance, and it makes your reticle a lot bigger. So you'll have an easier time at scanning them and trying to hit them with Bloodseekers. The third note is that releasing Bloodseekers early is okay. Damage is damage. So it may be, you know, thrilling to get that full meter up, but if they're about to die, getting that kill is what counts. There's still going to be damage, and remember that each bat does 7 damage. So even if you can hit him with 4, 7 times 4 is 28, that's going to do you additional 28 damage. So you still have potential of killing them without having to fully load Bloodseekers. Okay guys, hopefully this character guide was helpful, and if it was, then be sure to leave a like and comment in the comment section below. Now I'm going to leave you guys off with some gameplay of Cyborgula. This is Metsu, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Cyborgula.